pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And off we go from Denver. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bronco. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now James returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now wins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wentz again. Left side here to Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time, Locke will throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by McMahon is him. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Reagor. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Broncos 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that'll be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run with Muhammad. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 2, sit. Come get some. Charlie. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. 52's the mic, boy, 52.
Block working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Wentz. Rager catches it left side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First and 10. Here's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wins to throw again. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Locke. They'll roll him out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached half. We send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Here's James. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Eagles.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Davis now to return it. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jim. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Watch the shit.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 11.
Blue there. Do. Topper. Go. Tighten up. Hamlet.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
54's Monk.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Carry, it's Muhammad. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the option, Locke will keep it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run here with Sanders. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard. And it's...
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And all the way home from his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To number 86.
Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Broncos 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first down, Muhammad. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Once again, it's Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the Eagles' 24-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 brings up 3rd and 5.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember Coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Back to throw. Lock rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.